Hi, this is Joël Meyer. Remembrance Day, November 11, is a day when it is important to remember the men and women who fought to create a peaceful world for future generations. You could create a wreath of poppies to mark Remembrance Day. This is a project that can be done by a group or a class. To create a poppy wreath, you'll need egg cartons, paint, a paper plate, and construction paper. Begin by separating all the cells of the egg cartons. Then, trim the edges of each cell with small scissors. To represent the poppies, draw 4 petals on the edges of each cell with a pencil. To help you draw the poppies, first draw 4 lines to divide the egg carton in 4 sections, and then draw the petals. When the petals are drawn, cut along the lines with small scissors. Poppies have a nice bright red color. Because red paint is rather transparent, it is better to start by painting the cells using either white or white already mixed with red. The white will hide the gray of the egg carton. Let the first coat dry completely before you put 1 or 2 coats of red paint. When the red paint is dry, paint the heart of each flower in black. I like to use a deerfoot brush to paint the center of the flowers because it gives natural jagged edges. To have a nice finish, you can add a coat of clear acrylic varnish. While the flowers dry, take a paper plate. Cut out the center of the plate to keep only the flat edge of the plate and the beginning of the bottom of the plate. To create the wreath, you will use the back of the plate. Paint the back of the plate green and let dry. I use the color green because it suggests the color of plants or floral foam. Draw leaves on green construction paper and cut them out. You can add a little accent of color by putting a different shade of green on the leaves with a paintbrush. Glue the leaves randomly around the flat edge of the plate with white glue. If you do not have green construction paper, use white construction paper and paint the leaves green. Now, glue a first row of poppies on the raised part of the plate with white glue. I could have told you to do this project on a cardboard circle, but the plate gives some volume to the wreath. When the glue of the first row of flowers is dry, glue a second row of poppies slanted outwards. Glue each poppy to the flat edge of the plate on the one hand, and on the other hand to the other poppies that are already in place. I used white glue on the flat edge of the plate and hot glue to glue the flowers to each other. And here is your wreath ready for Remembrance Day. If every child in your class creates 1 flower and 1 leaf, all together it can become a beautiful wreath. To print the illustrated instructions with a detailed list of materials, click on the link below the video.